And we're going to talk about bees and all kinds of stuff tonight, okay? Father, we just give you thanks. We thank you, Lord, for each and every person that is here. We thank you, Lord, that you have blessed us and we have a great honey crop this year, Lord. And we just ask you to speak to our hearts. Use this, Lord, in whatever way you have for us. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Welcome, everybody. We have a couple of things that we're going to start off with. And that is, Bob's going to tell us how much money we have.
We have $445.
Let's hear it for $445. How did we get that, Bob?
I don't know.
I knew he was going to say.
I have notes.
Five in the bank, and 40 cash money.
So did our dues paid for that, right?
Jude, we had a food donation.
Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about that today too. And so Dawn has worked on our
Bylaws.
what?
Bylaws.
Bylaws. Okay, we haven't changed our bylaws, or we haven't done this in a long time. It's been really needful, and we're trying to keep our nonprofit status going. So one of the things is a bank account, a post office box, location,
Bylaws.
President, Vice President, and Secretary Treasurer. Okay, so anyway, we have some bylaws. She's going to talk about them, and all we're going to need is just basically, you are the club, we are the club, a yes or no. Go ahead, Dawn.
So before we get that, I do need to read the minutes, and they are from last month. We met at the old school gym on School Street as a senior center, still being used at City Hall, for City Hall and the Police Department. The small amount of business was handled. Bob reports that we have a new checking account to be in compliance with our bylaws. And thanks to donations from Cal and Ari, we have in cash on hand and in the bank. I have written down $450, but I may have misheard it. We took $5 out for something?
For opening the checking account.
Oh, for opening the checking account. Okay. I read the minutes, and the minutes and treasury reports were accepted as read. Also, we discussed that the bylaws needed to be discussed and modified to reflect the way we are doing business, because we are not currently strictly following them. And if it's not written down, you know, we got to do it. We got to do it right, you know. We ventured outdoors to see Lonnie demonstrate how to clean old frames with boiling water and an old turkey fryer. And then we returned inside. We welcomed Jordan Thompson from Arkansas Glass Company in Jonesboro, and he shared with us all the wonderful bottling products that they manufacture here in the US of A for all of us beekeepers. And he does, you'd have to watch the video exactly, but he did say if you mentioned his name or want to speak to him directly, he'll give you a discount. Okay. And then Earl, our very own Earl, our intrepid builder, shared with us his unique long Langstroth hives, AK horizontal hives design, and he is offering those for sale. Do I hear any motions to accept the minutes as read?
Make a motion to accept the minutes.
Do you second it?
Aye.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, I think the ayes have it.
Okay, thank you.
So, on to the bylaws. Shall we go through the things? If you notice, these were updated in 2021. It's been a good 4 years since we've really looked at everything. We were talking about it before the meeting. And if I misspeak, please correct me,
Or
Mr.
will I
Perry.
ever?
Basically, the main change for the membership in the membership section is that, and it is...
That's number 2 right there.
It's number 2, right? And it is listed further in the bylaws that we're not doing it from January to December anymore. We are doing it as people join the club. So
So if you join
June
today,
to July.
if you join today, which is an astronomical amount of $10, it won't be due until next July.
Yeah. So that's that main change. All in favor of making that change?
Aye.
Okay. The ayes have it? Okay. And I'm counting on the videotape to take my notes for me. So full membership does include all the privileges and being able to borrow equipment.
So you can borrow this honey extractor right here if you're a member.
If only if you're a member.
And if you bring it back clean.
You get extra brownie points.
We also have acylic acid wands.
And I have one that I'm going to donate. I just forgot to bring it. Full membership.
Well, that's a good question.
You could either call me and I will put you in contact with Bill up
Bill,
there.
right up there in
We'd like to
Hardy,
kind of keep track of that.
Highland.
Lives in Highland.
Now, he brought two of them in. We have two of these honey extractors. One's different than this one, right, Bill?
The other one's fully assembled.
And so this is like brand new. You can take it home today and use it.
But and in addition to being able to borrow all that stuff, we talked about it ages ago and we've never implemented it, but I do have a silhouette cutter at home where we can cut out t-shirt appliques, iron appliques for anybody who wants them, and that will come with your $10 membership. In addition to the membership, we are also talking about making the $10 for a family, not just husband, wife. It's easier on bookkeeping. It's easier on everything.
We need to ask them if that's
I
okay.
make a motion to $10 is a family membership.
There we go.
That's the motion. Do I hear a second? Joanne seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Hooray!
So,
Might cut down on.
so now it's going to
It's
cut
it.
down on some paperwork, save
We still
save
take
us all a
donations.
dollar, so to speak. $10 for a family. That's man and wife, man and girlfriend, girlfriend and man,
Yeah, yeah.
girlfriend and girlfriend. I don't know.
Same address. You're a family. Yes, sir.
How much is that gonna cut down on our?
Well, I'm not sure because, like the bird cells, I don't know. Has Brana ever paid as
Yeah.
a membership?
Yes, they do.
She was always paid up. I was never really privy to a lot of that. So the old treasurer or the new treasurer might have more information, although they may have to look it up.
And
Everyone who was a dual, like the bird cells or the Rosenbergs, they always, there's 20 for both of us. So.
yeah, and if you want to pay some extra, great. We'll take it. We'll take your money.
So that's, and please forgive the typos in here. I let a couple typos get through. If you go down to Article 3 meetings, it's listed under number 8 under Article Dues on the first page, but it's because that's one of the typos there. I took out a line break by mistake. Anyway, the regularly scheduled meetings will be listed as the third Tuesday because that's what it is currently. Is that all right if I make those changes? Do I hear a
I hear a
motion?
motion to make her make the change.
Second, and it's carried. Okay. We're just kind of rushing through this because Matthew wants to tell us about Hives for Heroes. Keeping on. When I took over as secretary, we had to make a change because I don't live in Arkansas. I live in Missouri, and I didn't feel comfortable handling the finances for Arkansas. So that's when Bill Kabler took over as treasurer, and now Bob Stone is treasurer.
Organization have a separate treasurer and a separate.
And they do. So do we?
People can.
Listed here in the
Oh, okay.
bylaws, it's one person.
Oh, thank
Although
you.
Jackie did a bang-up
people?
job last time. I don't know how she kept up with all the paperwork and all the files.
I'll make a
So,
motion that we separate the secretary and the treasurer's post to two different people for the remainder of, we need to change it again.
All in favor? Oh, second? Second, okay. All in favor of making it two people instead of one?
Hi.
Okay, yay.
Opposed?
Opposed? Well, that means that you get to be the secretary.
Well,
Okay, I'm
check to see if his dues is paid, if he can
Yeah,
even vote.
yeah. So that kind of brings me also to the fact that we don't have a member at large and we still do not have a vice
That's
president.
actually not needed, but the vice president,
Is needed,
yes.
yes.
But the member at large really isn't.
Well, the member at large fills
I
in.
understand that, but for
There's-
the nonprofit organizations,
Somebody throw a rock at him. Or
Yeah,
I'll shut up now.
thank you. Thank you. It talks about committees and everything. That's really about it. And so I think we've taken votes as we've gone along. I'll watch the videotape to make sure that I get everything covered in the new bylaws. I'll post them on the website, and I'll also I'll text everybody the link to the bylaws once I get it posted and up. Okay?
To be legal, we supposed to have a vice president, aren't we?
I'm sorry.
To be a non-profit organization, we're supposed to have a vice president. Also.
We are, and that would be, we would have to have an election for vice president.
However, you can appoint one.
However, according to the bylaws, he can appoint one, and he just hasn't yet. So it's really up to, well, I think we need to have an officers meeting anyway. I have some paperwork up here for new beekeepers in Arkansas, if rules and regulations you need to follow. And that is that, folks. I appreciate your attention. I know it was boring.
Okay,
And,
give Don a hand. Thank you, Don. This is stuff that I just hate. You know, I want to talk about bees, right? Did y'all come to talk about bees? I did. Okay, so did you have
You
some?
need
Report from him about the fair?
We're going to talk about
Oh,
that.
wonderful.
Go ahead. Our hats off to you. You spent 6 days at the fair.
Yes.
Come in.
All right.
Go on up there if you want. Here.
Me and my lovely wife, Joanne,
I figured
We had our
y'all
booth
might
set
be
up.
new beekeepers.
banner above. I had a swarm trap there to show off something on hives and stuff. And we talked to a lot of people. We had 27 people sign up to have a text sent out to show up at this meeting tonight. And I thought it went rather well. We'll try and do it again next year. However, next year, I would like to try and raffle off a beehive. $5 a ticket.
Oh, that's
I'm gonna
a great
try.
idea.
I'm gonna try and see if no bees, just the hive, and it'll have everything in it. I mean,
10 frames? Bottom
no, it's
board?
actually it'll be a 30 frame hive.
Oh,
Bigs and one supper.
super.
Super.
Well, the bees would call it
And
supper.
it'll have all the wax frames and stuff in it.
Okay, and where are you going to get this hive?
I'll probably order it online someplace for
Okay.
about $150.
Okay.
Well, thank you for
Okay.
doing that. We all
Let's talk
are
about
bee
you.
ambassadors, and they went above and beyond promoting the bee club and bees. And so now we're going to hear from Hero. Come on down here.
David?
Welcome. Hives for Heroes. There we go. I got it right.
My name's Matthew Kasinger. I'm the Hives for Heroes state leader for Arkansas. I got started last fall.
Here, let me help. You got it?
Yep.
Okay.
And I've been doing a bunch of the pairing. And like Bill, I hadn't been able to get a hold of him yet. There's not any other newbies here. So we're working on, I'm going around the state working on letting everybody know about Hives for Heroes and meeting all the beekeepers everywhere. and letting everybody know what we are in Hives for Heroes. And we are a community of heroes beekeeping. Hives for Heroes is a national nonprofit service organization focusing on sustainability, conservation, and providing a healthy transition from service through our national network of beekeepers. We provide connection, purpose, and healthy relationships through access, resources, and funding for service members, veterans, first responders, and their families. And we have a huge network of beekeepers. We're 9,000 members now. And there's a lot in the works where it's going to make it a lot easier. The state leaders in the past have done all the connection. There's a guy, Edward Alsop, in Northeast Arkansas. I think I'm going to collect him as a helper for me on that state coordinator. He's really motivated, but there's just nothing for him to do. Like, it's hard to get. There's somebody up above Black Rock that just won't return my call, and that's about the only newbie in the area. So, and just as we get the word out there, and we need more beekeepers everywhere. Yes. You know, and veterans and first responders with our attention to detail make amazing beekeepers. Yes, sir.
So you said there's that one newbie. Does that basically mean that most of the other Hives for Heroes members are mentors, or
yeah,
paired up already?
Mm-hmm. I see one guy east and one guy south. We got 3 mentors over here, and there's only one newbie in Salem, and he's just too busy. I think he's been studying. And we use the 17-part beekeeping series from John Zelislock for our education. Like, Arkansas doesn't get picked for anything. I was talking to Steve Jimenez like earlier in the year, and he's like, why don't we use that?
So Matthew, you offer mentorship to new beekeepers.
Yep.
That are veterans.
Veterans and first responders. Everything was getting a little slow, and so we opened up to first responders.
I see.
And then we opened up to civilians being able to mentor, because the numbers weren't there, and people were just, you know, like we've been in it for 4 years, and just like nothing's happening, and it got a lot of people really discouraged. And I've been doing my best here for about a year now to really get in and around and immerse and get to knowing all the beekeepers. And
You mentioned the 9,000 beekeepers associated. Now, is that the mentors, or is that nationwide, or is that just statewide?
That's nationwide.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's a pretty good number, although it needs to be more.
Yeah. And Steve Jimenez, he's the founder, and he started it in Houston, Texas. And that's where the head of the nonprofit is. It's where they bottle Heroes honey. You can donate honey, and then he sells it, and it goes back to the nonprofit and distributes through there.
I see.
Yeah. And he bottles it as Heroes honey, and I think he marks it as where it's from.
Thank you.
And we have world-class education on the website. There's all the master beekeeping programs, and there's veteran service organizations. There's other full-service organizations, and you can go on there and find like Arkansas Beekeepers Association, and then find your local club and get started that way, because sometimes it's overwhelming. Like I went years that knew I wanted to beekeep, but I had no idea how to get into it. And then I figured it out, and then Hives for Heroes is here trying to make it easier.
So you got a .com?
Hivesforheroes.org. Yeah, and I've got connection cards here.
Okay.
And my business cards. And with the education, we have, I believe the BU scholarship, you veterans and first responders get their education paid for. You front the money, and when you get your certificate, they pay your class. Like I'm doing the University of Florida's Master Beekeeping program, and I did the test out for the apprenticeship level, and they sent me a $50 check to cover it. And now I'm doing the second level, and it's just been a busy summer. I kind of just stopped doing it, but here in the next month, as things just really slow down, and gardening ain't nothing but water, and I gotta get back in it and get it finished this winter. And then we also have the Be More Scholarship, which is a $1,000 grant for your local, that you get to use for your local store. Like I don't know if there's one in Jonesboro that you guys go to, but we have a bee closet, and then Central Beekeepers Supply.
What's Bee Closet?
It's in Conway.
Okay.
Yeah, they're a real nice group of people. Joey Ellis, maybe is his name. He's near Nashville, and he has a bee closet there, and he made a bee closet in Conway.
Okay, it's like a supply store.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Artesia Parent Party has taken up the keeping beekeeper supplies as well.
Oh,
I saw that. Is that the Amish supply store?
No, it's the Three Rivers canoe place up the hill from McDonald's.
Okay.
It's now the new Artesia Arts and Crafts Center, and they're doing outdoor plants, arts and crafts, everything, plus beekeeping.
Okay. And Stephen Menez, he saw the design that God gave us with the honeybee, and we all know it, we all see it, and it's a community, and they work together in just perfect harmony, and it works. And he saw that. And veterans, we get out of the military and we just hide. We stop getting a hold of each other. We stop doing what keeps us going and keeps us alive. And that's where the pandemic of suicide has come from. And there hasn't been a single suicide in the active members of Hives for Heroes within the beekeepers.
That's wonderful.
The community is just amazing. I haven't met a greater group of people anywhere.
How do you approach veterans and first responders, or do they come to you? How do you start the process?
You sign up on hivesforheroes.org, and I'm going around to veteran service events and stuff, and going around to right now I'm.
They start the thing. They're interested in bees, and then you go from there.
Yep, and we give them a path to get started. Because getting started can be overwhelming, but once you get started, once you're in the bees, it's just, you get that passion. It's just, yeah. Especially second year. Well, I had no idea what I was in for when it come to second year. It was interesting.
How long have you been keeping bees?
This is my 5th year.
My 50th almost.
And I'll be at the Arkansas Beekeepers Association. I'm going to set up a table there as well. And I was there last year meeting people.
Did you know that
September 27th through 29th, maybe?
Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
Last weekend of September.
And I think that's really it that I have to say about all that. The BU scholarship, the Be More scholarship. We have weekly chats on Zoom on Thursdays, and once a month we have a special guest, and they have a YouTube live on maybe the first Tuesday, and they do giveaways and just hang out and talk beekeeping.
Is it the National that does that, or is it the Arkansas?
National.
Okay.
Yep.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Last weekend, I just watched a program that was Hives for Heroes, but it was a woman that was a veteran that started it, and she started gardening and, got beehives occupied herself. And then she was talking about Hives for Heroes, that she would mentor other vets, and they would do a program with them for a year. And then after a year of them learning, the beekeeping, then they would give them a hive.
Okay.
To start their own. So do y'all do that? Do you give them a hive?
In what it says to be a mentor, it says that, but we can't really expect that. But I'm doing my best to get donations. Like I went to Searcy, and a Navy veteran that passed away, I got a donation from him, and his family gave it to me. His life of beekeeping, it's amazing. And so I got a ton of mediums and a ton of shallows. The deeps are kind of beat up. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Matt.
I appreciate y'all having me.
Okay.
And yeah, I did get my fourth year. I did get first place Slide Amber Honey. It's a testament to veteran beekeepers. It's pretty awesome.
Congratulations.
It's very rewarding.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Okay. How many's done some extracting so far? Some honey extracting? All right. I haven't done any. This is I went into a hive today and I stole this little super of honey and was going to show it. So everybody knows I'm all about show and tell, right? Okay. I have a thick frame of honey right here. Back side is all capped. The front side here, or this side, is not all capped right here. We got a little bit of green honey. The question I have for you, would you extract it? Okay. Andy says no, he wouldn't extract it. It's close to being capped. And my daughter-in-law, she will not uncap that frame of honey because it would be green honey, and she doesn't want that fermenting in her jar of honey or her deal of honey. Pretty well, I would go ahead and do it. It's so close. It's so close, huh?
They say 10%. If you have less than 10% open cap.
10%.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess it would mainly be up to you. I would say, Andy, why would you not do it?
Because it's not capped.
Not capped. So you would just leave it in the hive, or you would put it back.
I would just put it back in the hive and let it run.
Okay. I hope I'm not dripping here, am
You're
I?
dripping a little bit. I saw a drip right there.
Okay. So
Like that, if they know when it's ready, if it's not cast off, it's gonna have too much moisture in it.
That's
So if you take it in several frames and you got half a frame that's not capped, then you end up with a couple whole frames.
I have ended up with a 5-gallon bucket of honey that I smell it, and it would just reek with fermenting.
Now they do have a device. Y'all know it. The
Called a refractor.
refractor, and I actually have one, and I test mine out. And half the time that I test my uncapped honey, of course there is the shake method, but I don't do that much. But I will test it. Typically, it's below 18%. In which case I'll go ahead and take it. But if it's not below 18, I won't do it at all.
What are you measuring? Percent of moisture?
Yes, sir.
Percent of moisture.
Yes, sir. It's a kind of cool device.
Okay, I've took my hives, I've stacked them up, and I took a box fan and I turned it upside down, and I would let it blow air kind of up through it for a couple of days, taking out some moisture. You know, I've used this example a lot. My son in Houston, if he'd done that, the hive beetles are just crazy there in the South Texas area. You'll have tons of hive beetles all over your hive. So once you take it off of your boxes. It's time to extract right there. You don't want a lot of waiting around because those hive beetles are worse than anything you can imagine. And so we do it almost the same day. Once we take them off of the hive, we start extracting right away. Here, I've had them sit for a month and never had any problem, or so forth. And if you do start to see something, you can put those frames in the freezer. If you only have a few, and so it'll kill your wax moths and your hive beetles, getting rid of them until time when you can do it. So I was going to use the crush method of showing you how if you've got just one hive and you're extracting, you don't want to go through this method here. We did it last year, crushing the hive. You know what I'm talking about when I say crush your honey? Well, yes and no. You can squeeze it with your hands, but and not hard to do. If you're going to do it, you preferably want a plastic type foundation. And it's just a matter of coming in here and pushing down and crushing your honey rather than extracting it. See how simple that is? So instead of going through the extracting process, I just extracted my honey, okay? Now, I can put this right back onto the beehive. They're going to clean it all up. Was that hard?
Now, it makes a little more work for the bees because you're taking a comb from.
Perhaps. But I'm interested in that golden honey right there.
That's what we did with our light frame.
Crushed it like this?
That's right.
You can do it with a frame that is, solid wax rather than the plastic foundation.
Beautiful.
How long did it take me?
Minute and a half.
Probably the cleanup is more, but you can put that right back onto your hive, and they're going to clean it up. You can set it outside. They're going to clean it up. There won't be anything left. So, we taste it. So, how much honey
That much.
did one frame make?
That much.
How would you strain it? What would you do? Oh, did you say some hose? Oh, well, these are, that works really good. But this is about as easiest thing I know is a knee-high hose, a nylon. And you can put this over a gallon jar, quart jar, and pour this in there, and you won't have probably a single speck of honey in that. What do you do with it then? Just let it drip or hang it out outside. The bees are going to suck every single drop of honey out of that, and it'll just almost be powder. There won't be anything left. A wax.
And it's already in there for to clean your wax.
And so, anyway, this is an easy way to strain your honey. As far as money-wise, how much did that cost? They're not even, 50 cents a piece. You buy a box of them. So, I'm all about show and tell. So, who wants to try some of this foreign tasting honey that Dawn brought?
I have to ask, you do sanitize the hose before you use it?
No, Grandma wore them twice. It's the best way.
Let me do it a little different.
Yeah, this has a little burn. It's
Oh,
Oh, hush. You believe him?
Try this good honey from Perry Farms here.
I turned that over.
Where'd you know it, friend? This is Stretch's honey
It
here.
does taste different, way different than mine.
Oh, you taste way different.
It's still good, but I don't know what the flavor is. My palate isn't that well developed. No, not at all.
Oh, I can tell this is Viola honey. Yes, yes.
We don't live in Viola, we live in Elizabeth.
Has that rock quarry taste to it.
Brownstone.
We should have brought the light.
Actually, all three of them is absolutely, totally different.
Absolutely different.
Wow, that have a mint flavor to it.
Yeah, that's the Elizabeth. That's Stretch.
We had a lighter one like this, but we didn't
It
bring
is
it.
so light. It almost floats.
We'll bring our light honey next time.
Yes.
I'll bring both of them so you can compare.
Whose is this one?
This is the Hives for Heroes. Matthew.
Who's the clear one?
That is Dawn. You feel a little burn in the back of your throat? No. Sure you do. Sure you do. Say. Okay, those that wanted to try the samples, what did you think? The best was, What? Dawn, this clear, this stuff.
I like dogs.
I'm proud I didn't bring mine. I was proud to everyone.
Okay. Most of the time, your honey is the best you've ever had.
I appreciate you saying that.
Most of the time, the honey you extracted, your honey, is the best.
I'm curious what ours is going to taste like when we do it.
Yeah. So, every flower has a different taste of honey. Every flower is going to be different. It depends on what's blooming in your area. I sent Dawn a picture of my Vitex tree, the blooming the other day. The Vitex tree will bloom in the morning and stay blooming all day long, and the blossoms will fall off at night, rebloom the next day. So it's constantly blooming, and it starts blooming usually around the 1st of July. So I really like planting Vitex trees, a great source of nectar for your honeybees. Yeah, now they do not work all colors of the crepe myrtle.
I did not know that.
Yeah, there's some of those colors they do not work. I don't know why, but they don't work all the colors. What do you think? What do you think?
I like the wax flavor in there. Yours has got a licorice flavor. Hers is not as sharp as yours. I think that one was probably.
That Viola Elizabeth honey?
Oh,
Oh, come on.
That's good.
Good neighborhood.
Good stuff.
I don't know.
And they just kicked my diabetes up.
Okay, well. Okay, was there anybody going to take the honey extractor home today?
Anybody need to use it? I guess not.
Okay, no problem. Anybody wanted to take the vaporizer? Now, right now, the Verona mites are starting to peak. So once we come to July, the honey flow is almost over. Now, for some reason, we've had excessive rains and the Ladina clover is still blooming. We have some other trees that are blooming. The sumac, there's different levels. The older sumac trees have already quit, but you have some younger ones and they get a lot of nectar from sumac. But your Verona mites are they're starting at their peak, because from now on, it's going to go down. We're going to start declining in our nectar and stuff, but the Verona mites knows that they have an end coming, so they're at their peak. So what does oxalic acid, what does your slow release oxalic acid do? Well, it doesn't necessarily kill them. Some will fall off of the bees and maybe get stuck or down in there. But what it does, the oxalic acid, it interrupts the laying cycle of that mother Verona mite. It interrupts her egg laying. So then you have the less of the Verona mite. So if you do a Verona mite test and testing your bees and you've got a lot of Verona mites, you do an oxalic test and you might check again. You might not have a lesser amount, but then later on, a few weeks later, you've interrupted the laying cycle of that Verona mite. We don't really have a solution to kill the Verona mite, because the Verona mite is an insect and so is your honeybee. And so we don't have a way to kill that Verona mite, but we can interrupt her laying cycle. That's our goal, is to get rid of her, kill her, get rid of that mite. Has anybody done a test on their bees this year? I haven't done a test. I'll do a test as soon as I get all the honey off of the hives. I'll do a Verona mite test and see how I'm doing, and then I'll start treating for Verona mites.
Will you do that? Can we videotape?
We can.
Because I've never seen it done. I mean, other than on videotape, and I'd like to have actually somebody show me how, because I just treat. I never know what my numbers are.
Okay. Yes. So, okay, one thing that we kind of wanted to bring up, and how to say, okay, Five Rivers Bee Club is a club that we teach beekeeping. Our goal and our method, we want to reach beekeepers, we want to teach beekeepers, I want to keep beekeepers. We want to keep you in the beekeeping loop, so to speak. Reach, teach, and keep. Okay? If a club member or somebody is selling something underneath the Five Rivers Bee Club,
Facebook page, yeah.
We are not responsible. So don't call me as your beekeeping president and say, hey, so-and-so sold me some bees and they're no good and they have disease in them. Okay, we as a club are not responsible for that. So our goal is to teach you beekeeping. We're not, I personally, I don't want to promote anything that I have selling anything, okay? Am I coming somewhat clear? So we are not responsible that some other club member sold you something that maybe didn't work out. Go ahead.
That one that you're talking about in particular, I figured, where they had bought the good.
Yes.
I looked it up. That was from up north. They weren't even around here.
Right, and in addition to that, he was not a club member who was doing the selling. He was on the Facebook page, which is why I kind of closed it down. That does bring up another question for y'all, is to shut down our, we don't have to shut down our public facing Facebook page, but we can have a private group wherein we can talk and mentor each other. Would you guys like to have an invitation for that?
Sure.
Okay, I can set that up.
But
You have a disclaimer on the Facebook page.
Now I do, I didn't then.
okay, so I hope I'm coming through clear and understanding that Five Rivers Bee Club, this club, we're not responsible that if you bought something from somebody and it didn't work out, and I can't solve your problem over the telephone, so to speak, and I'm not going to go to each member's house and look at your bees and tell you what's wrong. I'll do my best to try to talk you through it. I run a farm raising cattle and so forth, and bees is my hobby and my passion. And anyway, I hope y'all understand that.
I do call him, but I guess he can hang up on me.
That side they was talking about, that, if you went through and looked at it, they were pretty shady with their stuff.
I did, and you're right.
So anyway, go ahead.
I blocked
I
him.
don't know what the girl's name and who she was. There was a girl that talked to me at the bee thing and was wondering, she decided not to do bees, she had equipment she wanted to sell. I don't remember, I think I just told her not to show up. Yeah, we told her to show up here, I don't know what she's doing, but.
And
The main thing is I know that people can sell used equipment, but Arkansas is pretty tight about not selling diseased bees and making sure that there's a health department certification on the bees that you do. I don't know about the equipment being used. So it is buyer beware out there to some degree, and sanitize everything with a torch.
Arkansas probably is the one state that has a lot of rules and regulations, and we have 2 state bee inspectors, one for the north, one for the south, and it's free. If you check with any of the other states, such as Texas, I think it is $75 to get an inspector, and then it's so much per hive for them to come and look at your bees. It's not free like we have in Arkansas. So lots of migratory beekeepers will come to Arkansas. They will get a free state inspection. You get the certificate of health, and then they move on to their next state. So then they're selling bees or taking them to California for pollination or wherever, and you have a health inspection. So
Thank you for bringing that up. I had forgotten about that.
yeah, I almost forgot it. Yeah. Okay, is there anything else? Does anybody else have anything? We welcome all of the new people.
Yes,
Thank you.
welcome, thank you.
Uh,
When do you expect to get bees?
Whenever you got some handy.
When do y'all expect to get bees, or are y'all still thinking about it? Well, okay.
Yeah.
And sir, you, I'm sorry?
I said since we have the money quick.
And you, sir?
We wanted to start like in the spring.
Okay. So soon.
Okay, great. Stay with us, okay?
Yeah. Lots to learn,
Keep
lots to learn.
in Celebrate Recovery. We keep saying, keep coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep coming back.
I
Okay.
appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
I make a motion to close the meeting.
I second that motion.
All right, come and taste my honey right here.
Got a lot
The
of
best honey.
wax